So let me go over a few of the questions which came into the chat channel over here. So the first question is there a plan to merge the KSP app with the Knox Manage client app? Yes, the Knox Manage will be available. We'll have the KSP available soon in few months. So yes, it will be. KSP is great, but Sena something that it's a problem that KP premium license is needed whenever Knox or AE container is running out the device. It is difficult to convince customers to buy a costly KP license when they only need very basic feature. So just one thing to add is the KSP support both the standard and the premium features. So if they have to use only the basic features, you don't need the premium license. You need the license only if you want to use the premium feature. So if you're using the basic features, which are the standard features, you don't need the premium license for it. Next question is the KSP application preloaded on Samsung devices? So the answer is no, it is not preloaded. KSP is installed via managed play. The next one is, the question I have is it mandatory to have managed play support to use KSP? The answer is UEM has to support managed play in DO or PO to push the KSP app and manage configured devices. Using KSP for deployments without managed play is technically possible, but it depends on the UEM solution vendor support. Next question I have is, does KSP works with the Knox content liable or COM deployments? So as I mentioned earlier in the slides, KSP will not support Knox CL and COM deployments. It only supports Android enterprise deployments. The KSP works with Android 8.0 and above for fully managed, which is a DO, and works with Android 9.0 and above for all deployment modes. The next question I have is, which devices support KSP? So KSP do not have any kind of device model restriction per se. It all depends upon the Android version used. So KSP works on any mobile and tablet with Android Pie, which is 9.0 and Knox 3.2.1 and above. And there's one more same question came in. Do customer needs a license to use KSP? So KSP is a free application on Play Store. However, customer may need a valid KPE premium license if they wish to apply any premium Knox policy using KSP. Another question which came as is, at Knox Managed Console, how user can usually differentiate if a given policy at KSP requires not a KPE paid license? So in the console, we have made it clearly visible where it says a premium feature or a non-premium feature. So when you see in any UEM console, you should be able to see those features. And if it's marked as premium, you know that this will require a license to use. Next question was, will all EMM vendor migrate to this model regardless cloud or on-prem? Will there be any dependency on device internet connection? So yes, all EMM has been migrated. Most of the top UEM vendors has migrated to KSP. Now, this is currently supports needs to have a managed play to support the cloud. For the on-prem part, there has to be an additional work required by the UEM to support the on-prem version, where once the UEM supports the on-prem, then the KSP works as it is, but there's some additional work required by the UEM to support the on-prem, which basically means device which doesn't have any internet connection. Next is there any way to use a schema to disable battery optimization for a specific app? And would a premium license be required to disable battery optimization for a specific app? So yes, if we have a KPE API available for battery optimization, then yes, the KSP should be able to disable or enable the battery optimization for the specific apps. Next is for device lower than Android 8, EMM vendors will have to use native APIs, correct? As you know, KSP came into picture with Android 8.0 to support DO and 9.2 to support PO and COPE. So lower than 8 would need to use native APIs. The next question is, how will KME handle out of the box enrollment for KSP? So currently, we haven't included in the deployment via KME, but we will have a roadmap of having the KSP via KME. But at this moment, the KSP has to deploy via the managed Google Play. Next question is, will you upload the detailed video of using KSP features? Yes, we constantly try to create blogs and webinar, which will show you how to use detailed KSP feature. But at the same time, it's very simple. You don't need to have a video to show the KSP features. It's once the UEM uses it, provides able to support it, you should be able to use it as quickly as possible. But yes, we will do webinar and blogs to show you how to use KSP features. Next question is, the reference link you provided the summary isn't working. We'll make sure it is. We have tested it out. Again, we will make sure it is working, but yeah, it is working. But again, we will check it out and get back to you. Can you share the existing EMM vendors that already implemented feedback channels? At this moment, every UEM partner is in the work in progress. They are still working on it. They're targeting to have, most of them are targeting to have it by the Q1 of next year. So it's still in the pipeline of the UEM vendors. They have not finished it, but it is targeted to have it in Q1 of 2020. So we'll have it ready as soon as they make it available. Will you share the material with us? Yes, this webinar will be available to all the users, and we will promote this webinar regularly. So once the webinar is done, in few days, it will be available to the end user. And Morgan, you can talk more about how this will be available if you want, and also other plans for the webinar and the partner program.
Thank you, Fareed. Yes, so as Fareed mentioned, we will be posting this recording on the website, so partner.samsungknox.com on the blog. And then we will continue to do these webinars, as I mentioned, on a monthly basis. So please keep your eye out for those future invitations, and expect this to be an ongoing thing with the Knox Partner Program.
Okay. Last question I have is, does KPE or KSP has the most authority in a config? I'm not sure I understand the question over here. Can you please elaborate? So again, KPE, the KSP is basically a channel through which you deliver the KPE features. So it's not a replacement of KPE. KSP is just a channel through which you can enable the KPE policies. And in case if you have a UEM solution which has both a natively integration and the KSP, in that case, if the IT admin by mistake applies the policy on both the end, via the native integration and the via KSP, the last one applied will be implemented on the device. So please keep that in mind. So whenever the IT admin is using it, they make sure they use the one which they prefer to use, not together. So yes, if you, I can share the information to you. It's also same way if you read on the documentation regarding differentiating of KPE or KSP, there is no differentiator. It's available on the portal, explains you exactly what exactly KSP means and how it is a channel for KPE. The next question I have is device admin permission will only be available with PO, right? I'm not sure I understand this question again over here. And will KSP work on Samsung JDM devices? Yes, as long as the UEM supports, it will be working on those devices as well. So that is, as I mentioned earlier, it is not dependent on a model of a device. It just depends on the version of Android. So as long as the Samsung JDM devices has that version of the Android, it will support KSP. So another question is, UEM agent will have device admin control only with work profile. So KSP, as mentioned earlier, it works on DO only, it works on PO only, and at the end, at the same time, the COPE mode. So it will work based on the mode in the enterprise. I think so. We have answered most of the questions. Any other question, if you have, you can surely email me at f.merchant@samsung.com, and I'll be sure to help you with the answers. At the same time, like if you have need any help regarding the integration of your solution with KSP, you can reach out to us and we will connect to the right people so you can get you onboarded with the KSP. Again, KSP is just a channel making the life of the partners, the solution vendor easier, and at the same time, make the IT admin happier so that they can get those features as soon as they are available. That's why we call it as a zero-day support. So making is simple and easy to use. Morgan, anything else to add?
No, nothing from my side.
Perfect. I think so. Thank you all very much for attending the session over here. If there is anything we can help, let us know and email us, and we'll be happy to answer your questions. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate your time.